Keenan the Kill Switch Brown, probably one of the best athletes you'll see on the card tonight. You see this man with his shirt off, and he is a freak specimen.
He was in the gym today doing his shakeout, and I just kind of hid in the corner. Well,
he is a scary individual who's just starting to make the transition into MMA after a career in the military. And if he can put the grappling together with his striking and the athletic ability that he has, man, he could really go far in the sport, even at such a young time in his career.
100%. He's an athletic specimen. He's got great striking. He's got the perfect build for a striker.
Yeah, coming off a super tough decision loss at Fight Hard MMA, what Synergy FC was before we merged Apex FC and Fight Hard MMA. You know, I've been lucky enough to call Keenan's first 2 fights here, and now his third. I just love to watch this guy grow in the cage. Making the change to glory, I'd be interested to see how much Keenan starts to utilize the low kick, the lead leg low kick. I think that is kind of starting to become the go-to move or the symbol of glory. You know, these guys are so good with that lead low kick and the push kick.
His opponent fighting out of the red corner.
Oh, attacking the leg. And Keenan's got the build. He could hit the low kick from across the cage.
Exactly. You know. Almost using it as a jab to kind of control the distance that way as well. Tristan Kelly coming to the cage tonight by way of Springfield Fight Club, cornered tonight by someone I hold in very, very high regards, Nathan Stambursky. You know, one of the most well-respected black belts in the area. Marshall Kemp in his corner as well. You know, one of the top pro prospects at 155 pounds in all of the country.
Yeah, so, Justin, you can't go wrong with 2 corner guys like that.
Yeah, absolutely not. 2 wizards on the ground, masters of the ground game. I'd be interested to see if that's where Tristan Kelly takes his fight early. MMA debut tonight for Tristan Kelly.
Let's get ready for a middleweight bout.
And the shin sleeve.
Fighting out of the blue corner, he comes in with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing Glory MMA in Lee Summit, Missouri, Kill Switch, Keenan Brown. His opponent is making his amateur debut, representing Springfield Fight Club in Springfield, Missouri, Tristan Kelly!
A couple big boys in action and a big right hand from Tristan Kelly to start the fight off. Right into the over-under. I was interested to see if Tristan Kelly would implement the grappling early and right away in under 10 seconds. He's got the double unders ready to go here.
I think it's safe to say he definitely wants to get this to the ground, and successfully does.
Nice body lock trip there from Tristan Kelly. Straight into the mount position. Tristan Kelly looking to control the hips here and settle into this mount position. Be interested if he figure fours his legs here, kind of like Khabib does here when he gets to the mount position.
Yeah, slowly works his way up that body.
Felt he was losing the mount, bailed to the side control, back to the remount here. Tristan Kelly just relentless pressure here. Maybe looking to peek out, start to take the back here if he can get that arm over his head. Keenan Brown, got to start a little bit of movement here on the bottom. He hasn't attempted to move his hips at all yet.
Yeah, he needs to work the shrimp, try to get his back to the wall, if he can wall walk if he can, or collect a half guard, anything. Grabbing onto that head, I don't think is going to keep him in a very good position.
Yeah.
Well, he comes up.
Wow, building up, using that length. Third warning for grabbing the cage. Relentless on this body lock attempt here. Still has the double unders here. Just draining the battery of Keenan the kill switch Brown. Looking to clear the arm, raining down blows now from the full mount.
Still on some heavy shots from out there, Justin.
Corner of Tristan Kelly telling him to slow down a little bit, take your time, open up the choke here. I mean, there is just hate in every single one of these shots that's coming down right now.
Tristan's riding his hips wonderfully.
Tristan Kelly with a dominant performance in round number 1 here. You know, if I had to score, that'd be a 10-8 round on my card.
I agree 100%. Justin, let's see if Keenan uses a little bit more distance in this, tries to use the jab to counter the wrestling, because I think we know exactly where Tristan's wanting to take this.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if he uses the kicks now, knowing that Tristan Kelly's looking to engage in the grappling. Don't want to have one of your kicks caught early and spend the rest of the round on the back. And
yes, you don't want to give up that easy single leg. Tristan throwing a leg kick of his own.
Ooh, big right hand from Keenan Brown, but back up against the cage right away. Got that overhook early, but a great outside reap attempt there by Tristan Kelly.
Gets him back down to the ground.
Tristan Kelly looking to collect the wrist on the far side to keep the post from working, but
Keenan's working his way up.
That length, man, you know, you're able to just build up so easy.
It's a long ladder to climb.
Great trip again by Tristan Kelly. Can't say enough great things about the grappling that goes on at Springfield Fight Club. You know, I think that's one thing that shines above all else with all their fighters, man.
Those guys are in there grinding every day.
Working the crucifix here, looking for that far side Americana. The crucifix here, man, this can be brutal. Keenan doing a good job getting that elbow free. That could be a problem with the length there in the crucifix.
Oh, are we? Well, okay, I was potentially thinking, are we looking at a buggy choke here?
Yeah, if he gets to that left hip, we might see one. There's a lot of length there.
Yeah.
Tristan Kelly doing a good job keeping his head above the shoulder to prevent the buggy choke, though. It's so funny how that's changed side control, even for MMA.
Oh.
A teammate of mine, Lucas Clay, has hit 3 buggy chokes now in MMA. One for LFA, one for Hoosier FC.
It's interesting. I would love to be able to do it, but I have turkey legs, so they don't work.
You know, if I'm Keenan Brown here, I'm bellying down and just starting to build if I can. At this point, the shrimp isn't working, the feet on the hips isn't working. And Tristan Kelly is just content to rain down here. Belly down here. Has the hand controlled. Ten seconds left here in round number 2. Tristan Kelly cruising right now.
This looks like he's attempting a last-second Americana. Nope, gives it up. Oh. Another dominant round by Tristan Kelly there, Justin.
Yeah, ate up a couple shots there to start off the round. Was able to close the distance once again in under 40 seconds. And, man, when he gets his hands on you, it doesn't seem like you can go many places.
No. That top pressure, he's keeping solid pressure, hip pressure, but he's adjusting and moving on top while smashing at the same time. It's very impressive.
Yeah, and he's another one of these guys, you know, you look at his body, you think he might be able to make the next weight class down too, and the amount of strength and will he's been able to oppose tonight is super impressive, especially at the size disadvantage that he's at tonight.
Oh, I think 170 would be a great place for him to be.
Speaking with Tristan Kelly before the fight, you know, he wasn't holding any punches back before the fight either. He said, you know, his opponent might be big and strong and athletic, but he's not going to have much for him. You know, that Keenan Brown, like I said, changed his training camp, moved the glory, and he said it's too little, too late. You know, 3 months isn't enough to make up the technique that you lack. And man, he wasn't afraid to put those words to action tonight.
No, and he's backing it up. Tristan's keeping on the feet a little longer than this time.
Yeah, he's up pretty big on the scorecards, and you know, maybe he wants to test this out on the feet. A big right hand lands for Keenan Brown. Lot of flash, but I want to see more commitment out of these strike attempts from Keenan Brown. He's feinting a lot, maybe to draw out the punches, but I don't know if he's worried about overextending and giving up the takedown again, but I just don't see a lot of commitment on these strikes.
No, I'd like to see some solid right hands after these kicks, right down the middle. He needs to take advantage of this time, too.
Tristan Kelly eats a low kick to the calf and says, come on, give me another one, taps his own thigh. Big right hand looping under to get to the body lock attempt.
Scoops down.
Scoops the hips off the cage, passes straight to the side control. I mean, almost effortless from Tristan Kelly. Tristan Kelly content to just hang the body lock. Finally traps that wrist on the bottom side. Working the Dagestani handcuff on the backside of the cage there. 1 minute left here in round number 3.
Keenan works his way up and needs to separate so they can get some more of a striking going, but yeah, we'll see if that happens in under a minute.
I'm surprised at the lack of knees from Keenan Brown. You know, all that length, especially right here in a situation like this up against the cage. Might be worth just throwing 1 or 2 up to see if they land.
At this point, you got to throw whatever you can.
Yeah, caution to the wind. You're already down on the cards. Might as well send it, right? 10 seconds left. Tristan Kelly looking to trip again. Wow. Tristan Kelly looking for the fist bump and gets a little shove there from Keenan Brown. Oh, Trey Ogden giving him a little talk, it looks like, about that.
Yeah.
You know what? One thing above all else that has to translate through here is, you know, both gentlemen signed up. They agreed to come here under their own terms. This wasn't a fight that was made out of intentions and bad will, you know.
No.
At the end of the day, this is a sport. These guys are athletes, and you got to conduct yourself as such afterwards, even in the heart of battle.
You always have to remember you can't be upset at the other guy for doing what he's supposed to do.
You know, I think that's the best way to put it. Absolutely. Tristan Kelly with a dominant performance, though, in his mixed martial arts debut. Like I said, these Springfield Fight Club guys, man, they're grappling. Second to none on the regional circuit here.
Oh, yes, 100%. Dominant grappling performance. Got to showcase a little bit of stand-up, too, in that last round.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Tristan, the Terminator Kelly!